What's going on, everybody? CTM Sports in the house. One of the best sports pods on the net. Like, share, and subscribe. Come on in as we get started. How's everybody doing this evening? Let's talk about it. How y'all liking the playoffs so far? Let me know in the comments. How y'all dealing with that right now? Uh, Looking at the brackets, it seems like people starting to take care of business now. You got Boston up 3-2. They're probably going to finish out the 76ers. You got the Knicks leading 3-2. They should have swept the Hawks, but at least 4-1, but it's cool. Hopefully they finish out. Orlando, they probably gonna finish out the Pistons. The Cavs, they tied 2-2. The Spurs, oh, they won. They beat the Portland 4-1. Minnesota beating the Nuggets. Wow, 3-2, even with injuries. Good night. Lakers up 3-1. They probably gonna do a gentleman sweep on the Rockets. And OKC swept the Suns, who that's obvious, right?
Nights like this,
So
I
Devin
wish
Booker
they
probably mad
don't
right now, but man. And we finna talk
fall.
about that. Just looking at the brackets, the first one is individual players versus team success. You hear Gil talking about the ring culture. You hear people saying this guy's a superstar or a star. Is a player responsible for the overall team success? Sometimes we glaze over that. In my opinion, it's the front office, the general manager job. But when you're the star player and you want all the shine and all the fame, you get a brunt of that too. But when you look at the team from top to bottom, overall talent, is it the player's fault or is it the GM? Got to take accountability for that. If you got to divide the accountability up. A lot of times, because the general manager is not seen, they kind of skate by. Like when you think about the Pistons, is it general manager fault? Not enough talent? Or is it the players' fault not playing to their potential? Or could it be a little bit of both? You think about great players over time that was on teams that wasn't that great, like Allen Iverson. You look at a lot of the rosters he played on for the 76ers. He was the best player. He really didn't have a bona fide second option. They would have flashes, but they wasn't bona fide though. What's going on, bro?
Yo, what's happening?
You got it.
Yeah, man. Got the juice now.
You got the juice now. That's funny. Um, Talking about, I was looking at the playoffs, but like everybody's like they're trying to handle business now, starting to
Mm-hmm.
the cream starting to rise to the top. But one thing I want to talk about, you think about that Detroit series,
Mm-hmm.
and you think about um the Detroit Orlando and like Cavaliers and
Mm-hmm.
like the Nuggets.
Yeah.
Individual players versus team success. Is there a difference like people don't really think about, right? When you're judge like not judging the player, but you're analyzing how good a player is.
Yeah.
Because we both know there are like players that were great, but they were the team they had wasn't that good, top to
Mm-hmm.
bottom, like talent wise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I was telling about AI. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
his most of his teams wasn't that good from top to bottom. Maybe he
Mm-hmm.
had one other guy, but he was like flashes. It wasn't if he had a bona fide second option, I don't know. Maybe they would have had a different team. You know what I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
He always had like, Matumbo was at the back end of his career, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
He
It was
wasn't no scoring threat anyway. He needed like a second scoring person.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think Matomo he was pretty much done after that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So
know Aaron McKee. He wasn't that good.
no, what?
Um,
No, Eric, he was a solid player, but he wasn't no,
he
he
was
wasn't no
solid,
star.
but he wasn't like good
But no,
enough to like he wasn't no
oh,
Scottie Pippen, the Allen Iverson. He wasn't no
I'm
second option
tripping.
like that.
I'm tripping. Like, no, he was a solid player. He wasn't no star or nothing like
But
that.
he wasn't good enough to like push them like give them like their chance though. Like
Mm-mm.
Jordan and Pippen, man, like that duo was crazy. You could put any other people around them on the team
Yeah,
and they go ball out.
and they pretty
He
much
Allen
did.
Iverson didn't have that. I mean, even when he had
Yeah.
Hughes, was it Eric Hughes or
No, Larry Hughes.
Larry Hughes? He was okay. He was better with the Wizards than he was, with the Sixers because he was still growing. But
Yeah, it was
he's not just the only one. You think about KG with Minnesota, man. That GM, man, they had man, boy. The only chance he had is when they had Latrell and wasn't that, and it's still like the GM should have got fired when they let Marbury go, man.
yeah,
He should have got fired.
yeah.
Man, 100%.
No,
Because
but I
him
think
and Marbury, they was finna
it,
build something nice,
it
but
and it
man.
wasn't and it wasn't the GM fault either though. It wasn't. It wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault.
Well,
He
who signs the order to let him go?
Marbury, he didn't want to play there. He
You said
didn't
what?
want. He didn't want to play there like that.
I get
He
it. I
he
get it.
said, yeah, he said it was like, no man, it wasn't nobody else's fault but mine.
Yeah.
But like
You know how
Minnesota,
many players that was
yeah,
like that didn't want to play there, but because you signed into a contract, you still gonna have to do it.
yeah, yeah. But that's what I'm saying.
Sometimes you
Like,
just gotta let players figure it out. Chris Webber said he didn't want to play for the Kings at first.
hmm
Said he cried on the way there on the plane. He's looking seeing the
I,
fields and stuff.
I
And
believe it.
then he
Shit,
said Jason Williams came in there. He kind of
yeah,
softened him up. Jason Williams came in there, but
yeah, comparing. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's I don't think people like fully experience like Minnesota like that. It is cold up there, and it's bad. The weather is bad up
I
there.
think when you're great and you trying to build that legacy, man, you'll work around whatever they put in front of you if you got that kind of mentality. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, I understand what you're saying about Minnesota, but I'm saying like if he really had a different perspective, him and KG could have really built something. You know what I'm
They
saying?
could have.
You
They
know what
really
I'm saying?
could have, but
Um,
you know,
I could
like,
think of other teams.
hmm like,
I know some teams they had a good start, but they broke them up like the Mavericks when they had Mashburn, Kidd, and
mhm. Yeah,
Jackson.
yeah.
Boy,
Burn Jackson
ooh,
Kidd. Ooh,
man. Then they
man.
broke up. Done. You know
What's
what I'm
the what's my guy? Big Girl had his shoes, man. What's that boy? Was it
saying?
Cherokee Parks?
Who?
Cherokee Parks?
Who is
Man, it was a little random white guy, but he was tall.
that?
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's how like what Dedrick was saying, big Gerald, like
Yeah,
dude had autographed shoes and shit.
yeah.
Like, whoa,
Um, Bernard King. I don't know who else played with him when he played for the Knicks. I don't know.
man, nobody.
He
Pat Riley,
was
no.
by himself. Bernard King was by
Pat
himself
Riley,
after
yeah.
scoring 60.
Pat Riley was probably starting
Oh,
guard.
Pat Riley coached Bernard King? I didn't know that. He coached
No,
Bernard King?
I don't think it was the
That's
same
before
time, but
Pat Riley.
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like it was probably like around somewhere
Yeah.
up in that era. But yeah, Bernard King is legit. But it's
Yeah,
just some.
I mean, yeah, it just happened.
Mhm.
It's just a bad team,
Yeah,
just can't build some teams. Some GMs just don't know how to build, or they just can't afford it. Maybe salary cap wise, the owner tell you no, we not for to do that. But I'm just saying there's a difference between individual players and team success. Sometimes the team success messes the player individual success up when you start ranking players and all that stuff.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
I look at OKC. I look at them like how Miami Heat is. It's always that one team that have like when they gonna win like one or two.
But
And then,
Sam Presti is a good GM though,
uh,
right? Yeah. I mean, you got to think
Uh,
he had a team with KD and Westbrook and
mhm,
Harden, and
mhm.
then he had to let them go because of salary cap. He wasn't gonna be able to keep all of them. Then
Yes, he
KD
would
just
have.
left.
Yes, he would have. We ain't gonna let that.
Nah,
We ain't gonna let that skate
he
by.
he didn't want to
No,
pay James Harden. He didn't want to pay James Harden.
it wasn't
That's
that
why James
much.
Harden left.
It wasn't that big of a difference.
But
I'm
I'm saying he
telling you,
still didn't want to pay him. Though. That's what I'm trying to tell
he
you.
didn't
I
want it.
understand it ain't that big of a difference, but why didn't he pay him?
Let, and what do you think he doing now?
What's that?
He said, "I ain't gonna make that same mistake twice."
I understand that, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. He didn't
No,
pay
and
him though.
that's
You
what I'm
know what I'm
saying.
saying?
Like, if it's petty change, you could have paid him. Like, he didn't ask for much more than what he got in Houston.
And the thing is too, that's why you making my point too. He was able to rebuild another team. You know what I'm saying? Took him a little while. Not some GMs.
Years later,
Some
it's 10.
some GMs have that window where they got the talent there, then and when that talent leave, they can't build another team because they don't know how to find that kind of talent like that. You know what I'm saying?
But you have to think, like, he done went through different coaches, all this. Like, he done, it was like 10, what, it was 10,
Because I mean, at one
10,
point he had Paul
15.
George and Russell Westbrook on the same team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can have superstars, but that don't
He
mean
had Hoodie
chemistry.
Mello. I mean, he didn't have a star Mello. He had Hoodie Mello. You know what I'm saying?
Uh, I mean,
Yeah, that
that's,
team was balling out. It was selling tickets. They weren't gonna ball out and win the championship, but they were selling
yeah.
tickets though. You know what I'm
He
saying?
had to do something before they get shipped back to Seattle. I know that for sure.
No, I'm saying he know how to build teams,
Mhm.
whatever he have. He know how to draft players too. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like whoever it's some GMs for some teams, you like, who is this dude thinking? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
When you think about I'm trying to think of a team in my head, NBA team. I know her. I don't want to pick on MJ. MJ with the Bobcat.
Oh.
He
Mm.
tried to some boo boo. Oh man.
Yeah, I think their best player
The,
was Kimber. Kimber Walker was their best.
yeah, Kimber
Like,
Walker was a beast. He just wasn't nobody else on the team that they drafted that could help him, but he was a beast though. He never balled out for anybody else. It's like with the Celtics, he never really reached his potential though. I
mm-mm.
don't know.
No, it's like that
But
was a
some dudes they play better on sorry teams because you don't have the expectations when you got to play for a team that got
yeah,
legacy. You know what I'm saying? It's
yeah,
different. What those Celtics lights versus Bobcat lights, it's a whole different set of lights. You know,
yeah. It's way different. But it
it's just
was
like
like,
what's old boy that played for the Pacers went to the Lakers. The Lakers lights was too bright. Lance
man,
Stevenson.
man. But no, hey, I give him that. Lance,
Nah,
what?
them Lakers lights,
No,
boy,
listen,
they was
listen,
bright.
Lance. That's one player that I say he showed up. Like, he showed up, but the team just the chemistry wasn't there. Like, it was
Yeah,
like Lance Ball, and he's forever loved in LA. You know what I'm saying? It's like
yeah,
there's certain teams. You expect them, like, they had their little runs,
yeah.
but man, when you get to talking about the legacy part of it, like, I thought Denver was gonna do better than what they. I was like, they're
I think
supposed
they
to
just
be.
getting older, man. Like when you get
Yeah,
older, man, like you can't turn it on for 48 minutes when you get older. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You have to pace yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I thought they was
Yeah,
going. I thought they was going to get
I
at
did
least two or
too.
three,
I
at
thought
least
I thought
two,
they was gonna win too.
at least two up out there.
Let me look at the stats.
Yeah. But once they trade them
Woo,
people, well,
Minnesota scored 38 today, 28 in the fourth quarter. Lord have mercy.
yeah, and they doing it without Ant Man.
For real?
That man got hurt,
Ooh.
hyperextended. But even that's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh, Julius Randle had 32. Okay, maybe
no,
because
oh
what's his
no,
name?
plus, come on, no, he was trash. No,
No,
he was
no, no,
trash.
no. He had 27. 27.
That's close enough. That's
Yeah,
what you want.
27.
At least 20, 20,
Yeah.
25, somewhere
Is it
around.
because he get more looks? Is that why he scoring more? Because what's his name not playing?
Um, that too, but, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I ain't saying he a superstar, but I'm like, he legit.
Nah, he like a mid
He's,
level all star, mid level to all star player.
yeah,
He
that's
not no
what I'm saying. Like,
superstar.
he's still straight, and
But
that
I'm
team,
saying I think
that
people was
team.
overhyping him in New York because he was in New York, bigger stage. He just overhyped in New York. You know what I'm saying?
No, he's straight. But it's like they got a solid team. It's just
I
You
think
know.
he's good, but he's not good under pressure. That's my
Hmm.
opinion. I think when you have to when you have those decisive games or those moments where like
You
those
gotta
moments where
think.
like Kobe just like go bunkers. He's not that kind of player. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
when
saying?
you gotta think. Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
like when you
No,
gotta
Kobe
think.
don't even think. Sometimes you just gotta go. It's go
No,
time. Ain't no thinking. It's go
he
time. You know, so
no,
he's just not that kind of
you
player.
already thought about it, so it's already there. But that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like he's one of those players
And
that
then
you
like,
think
what do you think about Mike Conley? What kind of player is he? He's a team player, but
he's a
individually, he don't
he's a
seem like the
soft.
guy that,
No, he's
yeah.
a
He just make
soft.
good decisions, low turnover. Because he only had 4 points. It's like, come on, Mike, man. You can't at least get 10,
No, but
15?
that's what I'm saying. Like certain players are that's what they role is. Like
Yeah.
you can't leave him open. You can't leave him open because he will knock down the shot. But
Yeah.
just his presence on the floor, like okay, the ball moving. You know, it ain't just one player taking the shot.
Man. I mean, they big too. Jamal Murray had 24 and Jokic had 27. They
Yeah,
still lost. That's
yeah, but
crazy. That's how you know that. And Tim Hardaway Jr. only had 8. He played just like his dad, man. When you
mm-mm,
think about it, because
mm-mm.
Tim Hardaway will be hot and then he'll be cold. Then he'll be hot.
No, no,
Yes,
they ain't
yes,
nowhere near the same.
yes, yes.
Nowhere near the same.
I think the only thing, his dad used to shoot some crazy shots sometimes though.
They ain't nowhere
When he
near the
played for
same.
Dallas and when he played for the Heat, dude just shoot an unill streak for no reason. Sometimes it go in, sometimes don't.
There's no way Tim Hardaway Jr. shouldn't be on somebody's team being the sixth man of the year every year. There's no way.
So
There's
do you
no
think
way.
that he just not put in the right position as an
He ain't
individual
put in the
player?
right position. It kind of like the what you call it, the Michael Beasley effect. You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't think he like Michael B. I think
He's not like
mhm.
him, but it's the effect of it. Like you know how good that person is, and why you not playing him like that?
I think man, Michael Beasley. Some stuff I agree with what he's saying, but I don't know if he keeping it all the way real. When you telling your story, sometimes do you keep it all the way real, man? Sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
Because some stuff he could have adjusted if he wanted to. But sometimes when you want to keep it real, you don't do the adjustment. He's like, I'm just gonna be. This is who I am. This is what you're gonna deal with, and you got to think like we talk about all the time.
it,
Things gonna be unfair. Things gonna be this way, but how do you navigate it though?
it's crazy how like, it's crazy that you say that when you do everything like they say. Hey man, I'm gonna need you to do this. Well, I go out there and do my job, and then
What
they
what what if he interviewed some of the people that he's saying it and they list out some of the things that he wasn't doing? Like when you telling the story, of course you can make it sound great. I'm not trying to say he didn't. I'm saying I'm pretty sure from a league standpoint, it was some stuff that if he would really be honest, that he probably couldn't. Because I do that. When I worked at the ISP place, when I got laid off, I know there was some things I could have done better. From the rip, I'm not gonna sit here and say like I did everything right. You know what I'm saying? And I think sometimes it's hard to. I had to learn how to be accountable to myself about things I could do better. I think that's one of the greatest things I had to learn, like be accountable to Mike. You know what I'm saying? And
but and
cause
that's
you
what
could tell some games dude was high. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm just you could tell some game he covered there, man. Dude is high as a kite, man.
some people
Especially when he
play.
played for the Timberwolves in Miami, you could tell. Cause I used to watch Michael Beasley. I was like, is this dude
If
high, man?
now if you watch them, what he say? Look at the plus minus rating because that's what people look at now. Every time he was on the court, he was gonna give you buckets.
But you know, and I know if
Yeah,
your
boy.
production is not as great as the antics off the court,
Man, what antics?
there's other players that's been through the same thing like him. You know
What
what I'm
antics?
saying?
He ain't never
Yeah.
had no antics
That's what I'm
off
saying.
the
We don't know
court.
that. Behind the scenes with owners, we don't know that. That's what I'm saying.
You ain't never heard Michael Beasley
I
any
heard
type
he,
of.
he used to be stuff floating around. They used to tell him to stop smoking weed because he was messing with drug testers and stuff. This was back before social media. That stuff was floating around.
He failed drug tests or he was smoking
I'm
weed.
not 100% sure, but I think it was
It was
around
not
that.
it.
I mean, I'm saying it's
If
around that
you
arena, like he was failing drug tests, or he was
he
coming in
ain't
reeking and stuff.
yeah, but if you ain't gonna fail no drug test, then man, there's so many players that play high, it's ridiculous.
Right. But I'm
Even
saying, but
your favorites
even in that, that's because everybody doing it. The team you at may not tolerate it the same though.
tolerate tolerate it. Man, y'all,
I'm just
hey man,
saying.
if you
I'm just saying, bro. When you in different
I,
arenas, like when
I
I worked
get
at
it.
the ISP place,
I
I get it. I'm
get
gonna
it,
say I get
bro.
it too. You know what I'm saying? Some
I get it. But hey, at the end of the day, like I'm one of them ones. I'm not gonna sit up there and act like it's bad because just because you don't do it don't mean it gotta be bad.
I'm not saying it's not bad, but how does the league that you playing for view it though? The people that's paying you, how do they view it?
The people that paying you, the people that's paying you,
Mm-hmm.
excuse me, that's not the managers, the GMs. They probably ain't got a problem with it. Then your coach got a problem with it because you really producing, but they what you say? You so caught in they so caught in their ego. The same person I was in high school, college, I'm dropping 30, 15, and then I listen to what you say, and then I'm like, dang, you still ain't gonna play me? That's crazy.
So you don't think he could have done some things that could have hurt himself? You don't think that?
No. It's what I think is when people other life is uh when people that's in charge of your livelihood don't care about nothing that you talking about or nothing you saying, there's
Hmm.
nothing you can do that could even change it because they already got that. Well, I don't care what he do. I'm still not gonna play him. And there's people like that.
Oh, yeah, there's definitely people like that. Sure.
Well,
I'm
you
saying what I'm saying is if he can crash out that fast at this age now, I wonder how was he behind the scenes when he was
no,
younger. You know what I'm saying?
no,
Because I never seen on the court, but behind the scenes could be a whole nother story. You know what I'm saying?
no,
Whoever.
and that's one of them
You don't think
things.
he did? You don't think he did?
That's one of them things where you do everything right, and now he's like, you know what? I'm gonna just tell the truth. People are you got people that's in positions that are hold that stuff over your head like you ain't been doing right the whole time,
And
and
that's
then
and that's what I'm saying. Like when that happens, because that happen, every black man I think will experience that. Like any young dude listening, you will experience what Pill is talking about. I'm not going to say that that's not true. That's
yeah,
true. You have to learn how to navigate that and not let them um, get that thing over your head. You gotta. And when you do those little things, like you smoke weed or you do those things, they just giving them ammo to hold you giving them a reason. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just telling you how the world works. You know what I'm saying?
and
And that's all I'm saying. Like, is he really telling the whole story? Or he's just picking, cherry picking what he want to say. You know what I'm saying?
you like when you like no matter if it's like what you say, people always gonna do that. Like
Right, for
they
sure.
always gonna do. They gonna say a narrative to paint you in a certain type of way when you know, and most of your peers know,
Let me ask you this: do you think he could have seek therapy when he played in the NBA if he needed it?
and he probably did. He probably did the whole time. But then when you get to saying stuff like you get to saying stuff like
Yeah.
it's the uncomfortable talk. You know what I'm
I
saying?
get it. I
It's
get
the
it.
uncomfortable talk, and like the person he probably want to say it to ain't here.
That's true too. That's why
So
that's always I just tell myself you have to learn. I learned it. You have to learn how to let stuff go, man, because it can affect you, boys. Just holding on to something, and the weight of it, man, will affect you, man. It'll start drawing on you, man. Like you can't even think straight because it'll keep circling in your mind, man.
mhm,
Yeah, for me, that's what God come in there because it's
mhm.
some things that you have to overcome in therapy might not even work. You like
Yeah,
it's just ways God draw you to him. It's like, I don't know, this is me. It's just some things you have to rely on God on, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
But people do stuff. I mean, even with his mom,
Mhm.
even if she was still living, she may not still won't apologize. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's his story, and that's
I get it.
and
I
it's a
get it.
lot of brothers and sisters same have the
Yeah,
same
it's other players.
understanding.
I think there's other players in the league that went through the same things he went through,
Yeah,
you know?
and and what to say? That's like Allen Iverson. Like he had to take the whoopings for everybody else. Like he's just one of those people. Like not to
So
say the
what
same thing. Not
Allen
saying that.
Iverson is a good case. Allen Iverson is a good example. Why do you think if Allen Iverson was like, why did he still get playing time and Michael Beasley didn't?
Uh,
If you could just think about it, I'm just saying, like, I'm not trying to. I'm
it's
just saying, like, that's a good case. What you just meant, like the 1-to-1, like they both probably,
like,
along the same lines.
and it's like you have to think like when Michael Beasley came into the league, it was still a David Stern era. You know what I'm saying? Like
Allen
people
Iverson played most of his career in the David Stern. You know what I'm saying?
listen, and that's what I'm saying. Like it's a good storyline, but Michael Beasley, like he came into the league what 08? Oh
So it was
yeah,
something like that. Nah, it may have been a
08,
little earlier than that. Wait,
08,
let me see. Hold on. When did he get
oh
drafted? Let me
yeah,
look that up.
about 08, 09, somewhere up in there. 09 probably. The league was different then. Everything I'm telling, like people are just not conforming to this stuff now.
Yeah, it was 08. You're right. It's 08.
So that was a different time. Like the league was so strict on stuff, and now it's like then you realize I'm like, dang, all these players like they come from a different people. They come from a different background
Oh, for sure.
than what you think, and this is
Anywhere.
what.
I mean, that's even in your job. Like when we go to work, it's people that we work with different backgrounds.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
but
And you have to make that adjustment. It's gonna be tough.
yeah, but
100%.
like I say, that's what made Allen Iverson so special, and that's what's gonna make Michael Beasley even more special too, because he come from that understanding. Like people, you can get in positions. People get in positions of power and forget everything, or don't even know nothing. That's it. Wasn't nothing but a reality check. Like no, everybody come from your favorites player.
I guess I'm saying, what was it about Allen Iverson that even if
It
they
was
knew all the
on the
stuff
world
about him,
news.
they could not play him though. They had to play him still
It
though.
was on the world news, and once it was on the world news, like everybody, like I don't know if y'all even saw it, because I was a fan of Iverson before he even got to
No,
Georgetown.
I'm saying like in the NBA because they're along the same lines. Like,
Mhm.
why was Iverson still able to play and Michael
Because it
Beasley?
was so relatable. What's his name? What's the GM that took? He was like, I don't care what y'all say. I don't care what y'all say. I am drafting him because clearly he is the best player. And only person that was drafted before Michael Beasley was Derrick Rose. And Beasley
And
numbers, his numbers was way better. All this.
I'm telling you, I like Michael Beasley, bro. I'm telling you, I used to play with him on NBA 2K and everything. I
Uh,
like Michael
But
Beasley.
what I'm saying is like
Like what?
the corporate world is they are scared of people like that. And it's not your fault because they scared of you. It's just they don't know. They just don't know. So of course you're gonna be scared.
So what do you think? Um, if some a young kid that think they like Michael, what do you think they could do to navigate that
Man,
efficiently?
you still be yourself. Still be yourself.
Hmm.
Unapologetic. Unapologetic. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because you can get all the money and then you're gonna be unhappy. That's why a lot of people be going through stuff. Once they get the money, they so unhappy with themselves because they can't look in the mirror like, damn, I done fake and lied all this time just to get money.
But why do players go to the NBA? That's the whole purpose of getting there, right?
Yeah, to get money, but you still got to
So you
be
take
able to
care of your
look
family.
in, look. You still got to be able to look in the mirror and be like, okay,
So
I am
you
who I
don't think
am.
there's a level of sacrifice that has to be made?
It's you already sacrifice everything because you take away time with your family, whatever,
Right,
to get the money.
for
But
sure.
then it's the politics of this stuff. Like
Yeah,
you
100%.
do everything right, but people play politics like take take
That's
Shador
a
for
real thing.
example.
It's a
You
real
know,
thing.
people play their politics like you can't. You can be the best player and do everything right, and they don't like you, and
Oh, believe
and
me.
and they can say, I don't want to draft you."
I learned about politics when I was younger, like, and that's why I'm saying, like, those things will be in front of you, and it's gonna be unfair, but you have to find a way to win,
Yeah,
regardless of what's in front of you.
yeah.
And that's probably why I am the way that I am because at first I used to crash out when I was younger, but then I started like, no, 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 I'm for the counter this. I'm not for to let nobody stop me from getting where I'm for to go to. Kind of like Kobe, you're not gonna stop me from getting to my spot on the floor. You're not, and it's not just one spot on the floor that I can score from. You know what I'm saying? I can get you on the block, I can get you on the elbow, I can get you mid range, or I can shoot the three. Whatever you think that you're gonna take away, you just giving me something else. But that's just me, you know what I'm saying?
No, and it's not just you. It's just
No, because some
the
people think when you think like that, they think that
it's
most they're like most people don't think like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to prevent our young bulls from crashing out. You know what I'm saying? And like, how do
like
we prevent that?
you're not
Like
you're
more
not
efficient.
you're not crashing out when you go hard for what's right. You know what I'm saying? Just like people have how people are about religion.
Right.
Like if I believe everything in this Bible and I do this and I'm hooping, I'm doing everything right. And then you got people that are taught the Bible and they doing wrong and they got some kids' life in jeopardy because they don't like what they said. And you ain't even took the time out to be like, hey man, dang, you know what, let me check more into this. And that's what I'm saying. Like people say you can't mix business with personal, and I agree at certain extent to it. But you gotta know who you getting in business with.
Yep. You gotta know that first, right? You do.
Yeah,
And like you say, people change, but yeah, before you start, you gotta know you're getting in the business with, and you gotta put stuff on paper, man. A lot of times in our community, stuff don't get put on paper. We just do it on the honor system, but not everybody carries honor
yeah.
the whole time. People act like they're honorable when you start, but
Hmm.
do they carry it the whole time? You know what I'm saying? Because some people they go into business, but they don't understand business though. That's another thing too. You gotta be able to realize that. I
Yeah.
something I realized early. Like some people, I'm not gonna fool with because I know they don't understand business. They just look at the world a different way, and there's nothing wrong with that, but
Mhm.
unnecessary drama. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
It ain't worth it. You know what
Yeah. Yeah, but that, like I say, hey, some people ain't gonna play it with you. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to that business stuff, like,
but I'm saying if you don't understand how business work and you get
yeah,
mad about something, but you don't really know what you're mad
yeah,
about, that's the kind of stuff I'm saying. I've seen that
yeah,
happen so many times. And
yeah,
then when they find out, like, you know what, man,
yeah,
I
yeah,
just didn't know the business, man. I messed up. But man,
yeah,
this dude paralyzed now. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. But
You
and
know
that's
what I'm
why, like, if you really believe in yourself and you believe in faith, like a few hundred thousands or a million, some people ain't gonna play about the M's, but a few hundred thousand or $1,000 or $50, you'll know it's gonna come back tenfold, tenfold every
But
time.
also as a business person too, man, you have to understand like what makes sense, how to negotiate, what you're gonna do and what you're not gonna do. What's the bottom line? That's business, you know what I'm saying? Like what's your business and what makes profit, what don't make profit, you know
Mm.
what I'm saying? And sometimes people get crossed up in that because they're going off how they feel instead of going off what the business, the numbers are. And we don't learn that as a community. Like I'm talking about as a majority, we don't learn it as a community. Um, what what business is really about, you know what I'm saying?
And we,
Even as a consumer,
yeah,
when people get their grass cut, they don't realize that to be efficient as a land to do landscaping, you
mm,
have to go up a certain percentage every year. You can't
mhm.
stay the same. You see what I'm saying? But people will be like, "Well, I don't know why he had to go up, dude. You know how much gas costs? You know what I'm saying?" Well, I'm just
Yeah.
giving you an example how people are. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, trust me, I'm 100% in agreement with it,
Yeah.
and and that's why even if a person don't go up or they go up, if you gonna tip a waiter, tip your yard man, tip the person that's doing that, because
Oh, 100%.
just 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 because you think it's like a base salary, a base whatever,
Mm-hmm.
that's when people look out for you. Be like, hey man, if I've been doing this person yard, and they probably like, man, there's some stuff that need to get cut down, or you think you can clean my gutter? Don't even worry about it, cause I'll do it. I would, cause you already paid for it. You didn't tip me
Right.
six to 10 times
But I'm talking about
already.
the people
And the
who
people
don't
that
tip
don't
and
tip,
they
boy,
try to
I
be
ain't
cheap.
giving you nothing.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm talking about the people that
Hmm.
that don't tip.
Yeah.
Because you got, would you agree that the people that tip you was the minority, not the majority?
Hold on, say it again. Which minority?
The people that tip you, that give you extra outside of what you charge, is minority, not the majority.
Nah, majority do tip. Majority
So you
do
say
tip.
majority tip?
Majority do tip. But it's the one the in between that you
Oh
be
yeah,
like,
for sure.
man, you don't even pay me on time to be even
And
request.
then not I relating sports to business. When you think about competition, right?
Mm-hmm.
Individual players versus team success. You can do this in business. When you talk about business, right? A
Mm-hmm.
lot of black businesses they don't like talking about this because they but when you first start, I get it. When you first start, you don't have the resources like you need,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't meet the quality standard, right?
Yeah.
But then when somebody say something, you saying they hating, but are they hating or are they telling the truth? You see what I'm saying?
I,
That
I can
happens a lot too. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I can't speak for that because I'm
I'm
putting
not
up
talking about you.
AI numbers in my rookie
I'm not talking
season.
about you. I'm saying like, but you
No.
went to a restaurant before, you be like, man, they
Yeah.
gave me some poo,
Yeah.
man.
They
You
gave
know,
me straight poo.
I ain't gotta say their name. I'm saying, but when you said they be getting mad, but dude, you gave
Uh,
me some poo. I
uh-uh.
took a picture. Look at the picture. You gave me
Look,
this. You know what I'm saying?
that's why I say I can't relate because I been putting up AI numbers.
Yeah,
I ain't
man.
missing too many. They ain't missing too many. 40 straight.
Yeah.
And do quality work. Just because you don't tip don't mean. I'm not gonna put up my numbers,
No,
and
I get you
I'm gonna do quality work.
for
But
sure.
though that extra, hey, you want to play an All Star game? I can't do it this year. Can't do it.
It's just like, man, I was thinking about doing the cameras and stuff, but I found out before I did it. I found out that people really only get. Well, I'm talking about where I live at. People only get cameras when something happened. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Not before it happened. You know what I'm saying? Then something where you tell them how much that costs, man. I can't pay $400, and that's for low end. That's for the low end.
Hey, go and bring it out. Go and bring it out. Oh, you man, these
Oh, you
niggas
get,
is cheap.
that's
Niggas
what I've
is
been trying to tell
cheap.
you the whole time. What I've been trying to
Niggas
tell you
is
the whole
cheap,
time,
man.
man. But also, though, I also know too, like say when you
Yeah,
look at the average salary, because I had to do that one time with a business thing. You look at the average salary in Pulaski County, it's really low, and you
mhm.
like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah, but I like one thing about it, like I'm still gonna be me, even though like
You have to.
it is what it is. Like I'm still gonna put out great service, um, and I want people to understand that, like when as far as sports, it's always gonna be a player that's he shouldn't be on that team, but
For sure.
and it might get him great looks if he on a different team, but
Mm,
it might sit him on the bench too.
mm,
It might have
yeah,
him on the bench. Be like, why he ain't playing? Well, you know what? Let me go to let me go to DC. Let me go to Toronto. Go to
yeah,
Siberia. So um, young people, they gotta understand that also, man.
yeah,
You
for
gotta
sure.
understand that.
How hard is it as in our community, like the ego to admit that another person's better than you? Like not from a person like like you trying to down yourself. We just like, nah, dude, just
Yeah,
flat out just
but
have more
yeah,
skills. He just
yeah,
genetically. It's just more than
yeah,
what I got. You know what I'm saying? Do you
yeah.
think that's
Yeah.
the issue in our community? People, it's hard for people to
Um,
say
I I would think it is, and it depends on who, like the era. It always depends. Like I always give people they props. I was like, that person's better than me, so I gotta work on my stuff.
that. Right.
I gotta work on like um, and if we going if we break it down like how I do business as far as the yards is
Yeah.
to sports. Like I know like people is like better than me because they've been doing it way longer.
They may have more resources. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got
Mhm.
more resources. Some people that got like a 5-man team, and when you got a 5-man
Yeah,
team,
yeah.
that's a whole
Two
nother
of
level.
us.
That's a whole nother level. I get it.
It's just two of us, and I'm working a full time job, so I'm
Yeah.
trying. Like, hey
I
man,
mean, I'm just
bro.
like with content. If I had a studio like Joe Budden, right? Shout out to
Hmm.
Joe Budden. If I had a
Hmm.
studio like that, I mean, man, you make content all around the clock if you needed to. But yeah, boy, he got the resources I don't.
Yeah, but hey,
But
guess
I
what? Now,
understand everything that he's doing, the kind of cameras he's probably like them Canons or
Mhm.
them cinema cameras or whatever. I get it. You know what I'm saying? The mics, just one mic he got using cost $400. You know what I'm saying?
And
And
now
they
that
got
we're here,
about 4 or 5 of them. They got
look,
about 6 of them things. You know
look,
what I'm
and
saying?
now that we're here, y'all hit the like and subscribe button. I know y'all be
Yeah, man, hit the
secretly
like and
watching.
subscribe button.
I know y'all be secretly watching.
Yeah,
And get
yeah.
what? Well, I'm gonna make the little pack. See, we're gonna be in the trap of the year next year. Trap of the
Okay.
year awards. We're gonna be there. E Dub, I'm calling you out.
That's funny.
Calling you out, E Dub.
Yeah, yeah,
Nah, that's my guy though.
yeah. So my last thing we talk about, man. I guess when you make money, man, everybody be trying to go at you, man. But Steve Stout,
Mhm.
man, was talking about
Mm.
he was talking about Stephen A. Man, you see that?
What I miss? What I miss?
Hold on. Stephen A. was hot too, boy. He was hot. That shit. Hold on, let me see.
Steve Stout, the record dude.
Yeah, watch this.
Dangerous drug. I think Stephen A. Smith, the fact that he's actually
Oh, why I do that for?
fame is a dangerous drug. I think Stephen A. Smith, the fact that he's actually a great journalist, is homogenized by the that he's doing for fame. Fame and talent had a great relationship. Fame is the amplifier of talent. Fame has decided it doesn't need talent anymore. Fame has actually outpaced talent. And the worst part of that is that talent has accepted that truth. So people who are talented will actually do something that will get them famous versus leaning into that talent. If you decide, I'm gonna have a hot take that's ridiculous as just because I know it's gonna get clicks, what are you doing to your brand? What do you think that does to you?
So when you say talent's accepted it, is it that they'll either compromise their brand or just accept that what their talent is?
Both. I have a great deal of respect for Stephen A. Smith. I think Stephen A. Smith has done so much that is about fame than the fact that he's actually a great journalist. He's clearly cashing out. But his journalism, the thing that he's great at, I believe, is homogenized by the that
You know what's crazy? The stuff he's saying he's doing right now. That's how hypocritical he is. That people don't even realize what he said. You calling out Stephen A. Smith, you sit there talking about people do stuff for clicks and views, and you doing the thing that you're talking about. You know. So.
Yeah, but that's his take on it. You know,
that's fine. And you see why dudes get smacked. You see why Dane smacked him. He be talking greasy. He be talking greasy, man. He be talking greasy.
Yeah, that's why I say like I can't go off on just one little bits and piece.
Nah, he be talking bad about Dane. Talking about, man, Dane's broke, man. Like, man, what?
They broke and I broke ain't the same.
You said Dane broke his eye socket?
Huh?
What'd you say? You said did what?
No, I said they're broke ain't the same as I broke.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
No, I think, man, when you get successful, though, people just gonna come at you, man. I think, we getting like millions of views. People gonna be hating on, Bill and Mike, man. Yeah, I knew them. Man, McClellan, Southwest, man. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be hating like a bug. It's gonna be
That's what I always say. Hey, man. Hey, let people gonna always had a take on everything.
Oh, for sure.
And like I say, we can all agree to disagree. Like, and we'll agree on a lot of stuff.
You know what's crazy, man? When we was talking about Megan Thee Stallion, they was talking about the same thing on Joe Budden. They just more famous, but they was pretty much saying the same thing we were saying. Like, Kelly was selling a dream. Like Joe Budden even said, he's like, dude, it's nothing to do. All the stuff he did is nothing to somebody like him. It's nothing. He said dudes will play that all the time. Like playing house. It's broke dudes that play house. Girls, don't do that. The girls talking about nobody knew who Clay was. Do you realize this dude's a 4-time champ?
They knew it. No, they probably. You know what? Now that I think about it, they probably did know.
No.
Listen. They probably did.
Meg knew who Clay was. Meg knew who he was.
No.
They may
I'm
not.
talking about I'm talking about like the fair weather fans. Like they probably didn't know. Like this dude, hey man,
I think she felt like she had a meal ticket and it didn't work out. She's playing the lottery, it didn't work. You know, she scratched it.
Hey.
It didn't want the winning numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's a touchy subject for some people.
I'm talking about the reality. I'm just talking about the reality. The stuff in the middle nobody want to talk about.
We
right?
know that.
Yeah.
We know that. Like, hey man, it is what it is.
Even with Clay, he like, man, how many dudes I don't know how many, but I mean, do you know how dudes think? How many dudes can say that they smash? You know what I'm saying?
A lot, but I'm just saying, but yeah.
I know I ain't want to say you took it off.
Man, dude gonna get me banned. Dude gonna get me flagged.
Nah, man, we good, man.
Nah, but for real though, like he took a. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. Nah, I ain't.
You think he took a hit? Nah, I doubt it.
No. I was gonna say. I was gonna say something else, but no, y'all ain't fast to get in my inbox.
I think he was popping them roast sparks and PEDs. Popping them roast sparks. Selling them dreams, boy. Pillow talking.
They ain't finna shadow ban me because I already know. Like, boy, I didn't went
Man,
through it enough. Yeah, that
I
was
didn't done it. I didn't did it. That's all I know because I
see,
done did it
man.
before. I know what he did. I done did it before, man. Seen it too
Man,
many times.
I was gonna post that picture with Future and Clay, like Jordan and Pitt.
Ah,
I
the
said, "Ah."
dynamic duo.
Yo, they were about to shadow. I know they were, I said, yeah, they gonna shadow ban me if I
That
post
would be
that.
cold. Future did a mixtape. We had Clay on there, man. That would be pretty cool, man.
Said, y'all
Cause
ain't
I
gonna
know,
shadow ban me. Nope.
yeah.
Nope. Not on Mother's Day weekend.
I think the women just need to learn from that situation. Like, dude, just cause he a meal ticket, don't think it's gonna work out for you, man.
Mm.
It's it's hard to secure that kind of the people like that because I mean, he got a. You can break up with him, you can do all that stuff she did, but girls still gonna throw themselves at him. It ain't gonna. It don't matter. It don't.
Yep.
I'm telling you, Clay don't even care. He like, okay, whatever. That'll blow
Ain't,
over. Something gonna happen in
ain't
the next
saying
few in
nothing.
politics, and ain't nobody even gonna talk about it no more.
Ain't saying nothing.
I ain't saying nothing. You move on. Yeah. That's how I go.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
cause
how I go for regular people in real life. Girls
yeah.
get mad on Facebook by some dude did them wrong. He done moved on. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't moved on, man. You just sent the whole flock.
He
He
over
just
another
sent the
chick house.
whole-
He on he
Yeah,
over another chick house looking at his phone like, oh, there she
yeah.
go. You know
Cause
what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
be want to get, I don't want to get started in that stuff. 'Cause, yeah, man, I
No,
might.
I don't want to get started. I'm just saying, like, it was funny to see them talk about it. Like, man, we said the
Yeah.
exact same thing, bro.
No,
Exact
and
same.
I will say, like, if I say what I have to say, like, I'll be giving too much game away. Like, nah. Mm-mm.
So you
Everybody,
saying the game is? You saying the game is to be sold, not to be told? Is that what you're
yeah,
saying?
but yeah, you got to pay the price.
I'm messing with you. You say you didn't like that phrase. That's all I'm messing with
Yeah,
you.
no, hey, play the
See?
music, man. Everybody
You
got.
act just like an old uncle. The old uncle say he don't like this, but do it at the same time.
Yeah, hey, do what I say, not what I do, man.
Oh man, young
I'm
blood.
up. I'm
Don't be
telling
drinking
you.
no beer. He come out there with a hurricane. Hey, young
I'm,
blood, do as I say.
hey,
Don't do as I say.
hey, man, I'm a
Do
big
what I say,
owner.
not as I do, young blood.
Hey, they wouldn't call these people unk like that.
Yeah.
I'm the original big unk, man.
You original big unk, man.
Mhm. The original.
But yeah, guys, we finna get off this thing, man. Come on here and laugh a little bit. Just got a class, man. Appreciate
Mhm.
people for coming on here talk about sports. But yeah,
Mhm.
man, what y'all think about individual players versus team success, though, man?
Mhm.
There's a lot of players out there, man, that was good, but they was on bad teams, man. It wasn't nothing they could do
Yeah.
about it, man. I remember, was it Kevin Martin? They played for the Sacramento Kmart. That dude was Cole had a
Mm.
weird jumper, but man, that dude was a scoring machine.
Yeah.
And then he went from that team to the Timberwolves.
Mm-mm. No, Kmart.
Oh man,
Kmart.
Kmart was cold though.
He was originally on the Nets team.
No, not that Kmart. I'm talking about
Yeah,
it's a white team.
I'm trying. That's what I'm saying. Like, no, he was on that Nets team.
Was he?
Yeah,
Come on, Jason Kidd now?
with the flick the jump shot. Yep.
Yeah, I know you talking about.
Yeah,
I thought you
flick.
talking about the dude play for Cincinnati. I'm not talking about
No,
that one.
not that Kmart.
Okay,
He
okay, we talking about
he
the
was at
Kmart.
Kmart 2 or 3
Yeah.
because well, no, he
I mean, you
two.
gotta think, man. Brandon Roy. If it weren't for injuries, dude was a beast. I
Ooh,
love Brandon Roy. We played
ooh,
for Portland at a rough time.
ooh.
Brandon
Rough
Roy was
time.
that dude, man. God, he was that dude. The knees just couldn't hold up.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Danny
he was
Granger. Danny Granger. I love Danny
yeah,
Granger. He
Danny
was
Granger
cold
was
too, man.
nice.
Man, dude was cold. Man, it was
Yeah, I
cold.
think
Injury,
Brandon Roy
man.
was like
Yeah,
he
Brandon Roy
was
was
like
cold.
the closest that probably know about Brandon Roy was like Jamal Murray, like how he was like, ooh, this kid is cold. And
Jamal, man, I'm trying to think. Jamal.
Jamal was cold. Yeah, he still is cold because he just like man, he still have a dagger, but it's
You talking about
I
Jamal
don't
Murray play for the Pacers?
Jamal Murray the Nuggets.
Nah, he was better than Jamal Murray.
No. The game, how I looked at him, like yeah,
Nah, he
Brandon Roy is
was
better. He's
he
better.
was like a 1C Kobe,
Yeah.
like
Mm,
if Kobe was a Corvette, Brandon Roy was probably like a Camaro. You know what I'm saying?
Mm, yeah, I can see
Man,
that.
Brandon Roy was cold, man. I mean, he was
Yeah,
really carrying that Portland team really by himself.
yeah,
He used to give it to Kobe too sometimes. Okay.
yeah, yeah. He
Yeah,
did.
'cause he was just them knees, boy. I think he had like cartilage. It was like bone on bone.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
he couldn't, and then he just started messing with him. But you think
No,
about Kevin Hart, he probably wasted about 8 years in Minnesota.
Kevin Garnett. Yeah,
No, Kevin Hart before he went to the Cavaliers too. I know Kevin Garnett. Yeah, he wasted a lot of years. So I'm
Kevin
saying about
Hart.
Kevin Hart too, though.
Who?
Not Kevin Hart, but Hart that played with Cavaliers. I'm tripping. I don't know why I said
Oh,
Kevin
you
Hart.
talking about nah, Kevin Love.
Kevin Love, my bad. Kevin
Close
Love.
enough. I said close enough.
My bad. Kevin Love, but he was still making noise. I think Busy played on the team with him, but I think
Yeah,
he
yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah,
Kevin
he was
Love.
in Siberia, man. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
Kevin Love was like I think before he went to was it
He got
Miami?
he got drafted by Minnesota.
Yeah, yeah. I was saying before he
He
went
was
to
balling
Miami.
in Minnesota. He was getting like double
Oh, for,
double like for like almost 2 years straight or something like that.
for putting up like 40, 20, like
Yeah, with
quite a
that
few
soft
games.
team.
I was like, ooh,
Yeah, I think that's the if you really want to get your stats as an individual player, you go to a
ooh,
team like that. You like, yeah, you know what I'm
ooh,
saying?
goodness. I was like 40, 20.
Yeah, he was then. It seemed like when he got to a good team, it seemed like the pressure got to him. You know what I'm saying?
No, he relaxed after that.
Nah,
That
that
was like
pressure was tearing him up, man. That pressure was a
when he
monster.
got to a good
'Cause-
team, like you get to play with Bron
But the
and
thing is, when you averaging 40 and 20 for a team when the games don't mean nothing, you got to do it in the playoffs when it's like pressure. You know what I'm saying?
man,
On a LeBron team at that. You know what I'm saying?
man, 40 and 20, and then I go
He
to a
wasn't getting
LeBron
40
team
and 20 though with the
that
Cavaliers though.
he didn't have to. You got what? Three other stars. You didn't have to. Man, that's an
Yeah.
easy ride. You
But he
know,
said he was having mental issues while he was playing for the team though.
yeah, but he lost his dad and some more stuff. Like people,
Yeah. I thought
I
that was
say
way
like,
after though. I thought that was way after the championship years though, didn't wasn't it?
yeah, but either or, like
Yeah.
his dad probably was going through it the whole time. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, like people gotta understand that stuff. Like, corporate world don't give a fuck about what you go going through unless they
Yeah.
really care. They don't
That's why
care.
it's important if you can to be as stable as you can. Like really invest time and stuff that's gonna put you at a point of
Yeah.
stability. Because if you don't and you try to be in the corporate world, you're gonna find out real quick how tough life can be.
But
That's something I learned. I got to get to a point of
yeah,
stability. That's where you
yeah,
got to get to first as an adult. Point of
right.
stability. House, having a house that you can afford. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Car that
Yeah.
you can afford, preferably cash car,
Mm-hmm.
and do that consistently. Without
Man,
feeling like you breaking the bank.
man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah. Cause now you're gonna have to break this stuff down and take away the sports stuff, but it's still like the same thing.
Because
Oh.
if you think about it, something, especially NBA contracts,
Mm-hmm.
if you invest your money right, 2 contract cycles, I mean, you could be straight for the rest of your life. If you invest
Man.
your money right, you don't have to live in the mansion. You can live in a subdivision. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
You don't
mean,
have to. You don't have to drive a Bentley, man. You can drive. You can drive a Corvette. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Hey
You don't need no
man,
Ferrari. You know what I'm saying?
like like for real. And that's what people gotta understand this stuff.
Like I understand with LeBron. That's why he get paid so much too. He's so famous that he can't live in a subdivision. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
impossible. He can't do
Yeah.
that. But if you're
Yeah.
like the fourth or fifth player on the team, you don't have to
But
live in a mansion. You know what I'm saying?
but you can be you can be LeBron famous and still be able to go to your son game. That's dope.
But he got security. They just not on camera. He
Yeah,
got
you got
security and stuff
hey
well
man,
for
you
sure.
got security, but
But I get what you're saying though. Yeah, you can
yeah,
inspire people
like
by
like
showing up.
like Beyonce can't go to a Blue
I
Ivy.
mean, Joe used to go to
Yeah,
summer league. He didn't have
yeah,
security. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying, Joe?
No, Joe's star, superstar.
Yeah, for sure. He used to drive the
But
Phantom. He used to drive the was it the
yeah,
Maybach or the Phantom? With the blue and white Phantom
and he'll say the
in Little
same
Rock.
thing. Listen, he'll say the same thing. Like that type of famous, like bro, I
Yeah.
couldn't even imagine just going to
And then he's 6'8".
Yeah,
So we can't even hide.
towering over everybody, towering over everybody. Everybody ain't tall. Hell, like man,
No,
and
but
that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Like you just gotta imagine. Like it's cool to have money, and people gotta understand this.
How much you think for a regular person? Like
Man,
if they manage their money right, this amount of money a year should
a,
be
reg-
straight.
a
If you
regular,
can make it consistently, like what you
regular,
think? Yeah,
uh,
regular person
regular
living in Little Rock, right?
with my way of thinking.
Yeah, just I'm just saying like
Yeah,
if they
if
had a
my way of thinking, you can easily move comfortably with like 60 to 100 easily.
talking about individual income or both people making
It wouldn't even
60
matter.
apiece.
It
Both people
wouldn't
making
even. It would. Yeah, it wouldn't even matter. 60 to 100. It wouldn't even matter. Like if you make 60, I make 60,
yeah.
or you make 100, I make 100.
I'm talking about no kids, just individual with no kids, no family, just individual.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
agree.
still
If
stick
you
with I.
because if you throw kids in there, insurance and stuff, that it will eat up your
Yeah,
bring home so quick with family and stuff,
yeah,
benefits and stuff. It'll eat up,
yeah. But
man. Benefits will eat up a lot of your.
and that's what I'm saying. Like all this stuff is already incorporated. Like that's how I thought.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
all this stuff is already incorporated. Like my take home is nothing compared to what I've already thought about this
Right.
whole
For sure.
time.
No, I agree with you though. Yeah, about that 60 to 80 range. If you can get in there, I think that's what I was trying to tell these kids, man. That's what you want to get to. Like you want to start. You don't want to start off at minimum wage if you don't have to. You can
Mhm.
make some
Yeah,
moves in high school, and you can kind of start
uh,
off in the 40s, 35, 40s if you're
yeah,
smart. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But
Like, and I don't know if we want to talk about this, but we could. But that's what I'm trying to get my kids to understand. Like
what's that?
one get it, one don't. One is gonna be like, because I got night and day kids.
Oh, for sure. That's about everybody. I think everybody can
Yeah,
say that.
yeah. And it's not a bad thing.
I mean, but
It's not.
how do you teach them something that normally they don't think about on themselves? How do you teach them something as a
I,
parent?
I don't when when I get to teaching, I'm showing them like the in between because what you thinking, like what you thinking,
Yeah.
and the knowledge that you got now, this is how you gonna be able to maneuver through all this stuff. Like I don't think parents pay attention to their kids enough.
I do. I get what you're saying. I do.
Yeah, I don't think that. Yeah, I don't think they pay
But I've
attention.
always paid attention to people as well growing up though.
Yeah,
Like I look at everything. Like I said, I'm like Kenny Ivan Wayans. I could look at somebody and I can literally like mimic them if I wanted to. Everybody that I
yeah,
run into contact with, I could do it if I wanted to.
yeah.
But yeah, patterns, understanding, volatility in people, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just see it in people's eyes, like this dude
And
for the crash out. I'm out. This dude for the
yeah,
crash. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Try
You
later,
pretty
man.
much, you pretty much
Yeah.
can tell. Like it was like the. I don't want to say it's like you pretty much. No, I don't want to say that. Like what is it called, Mike?
What's that?
Yeah, yeah. What your instincts is telling me, like
Discernment? Am I discernment?
yeah. You have a discernment. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, this Joker way. He said 2 or 3 words, and that was my cue.
Yeah.
You know what? All right, y'all. I'm gonna holler at y'all.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. But
But
we're
yeah,
gonna talk about that on the other podcast sometime this week. We're gonna come back on, y'all. We just gonna do sports tonight. We
hmm
finna get ready to get off this thing because it's getting late. And
yeah,
yeah, I don't know about you. I'm finna go lay it down.
already.
But all right, guys. Thank you for watching CTM Sports. Let us know in the comments. Is there a difference between individual player and team success? What you think about Steve Stout and Stephen A. Smith? He out there talking greasy. Stephen A. Smith responded too. He was
Mhm.
mad too.
Yeah.
But all right, guys, we'll catch y'all on the next one.
Yeah.